Alright everybody, this is G with VKG Soap, back with another one of our beautiful soap cutting. This is our blush. So, new soap I finally got inspiration from. Start with the top notes of some citrus, nice little grapefruit and lemon in there. And I rounded it off with some floral. Everyone's been really close. I think this is our third batch so far. And it's been selling really well. I've been really happy with it. Getting a lot of positive feedback. Took me about 3 months to settle on the scent blend. Yes, I'm still using my old reliable slicer. You know, I've toyed with the idea of getting one of those multi-slicers, but honestly, I cut anywhere between several hundred to 1,000 soaps a week. And I'm just not totally convinced I could do too much faster with the multi-cutter. I mean, I go slower during the videos just to show y'all the soaps. Now when we get, you know, backed up on wholesale orders or, you know, need to get stuff out, I'm just sit here and it's just a steady grind. But I like it. It's relaxing. Ooh, that's pretty. As y'all know, this will get cut. I'll go for another 24 to 48 hours. It depends on the formula. This one probably about 48 hours. And then it'll get trimmed, make it all beveled and nice on the edges, and they'll get our signature stamp, VKG. And then of course these little ones we make into samples and we give those away. The top has a beautiful tea that we get from a local supplier. She does a wonderful job. Y'all know me, I like pretty tops. Every soap maker knows we have some ideas that we think are great ideas. I had this vanilla soap, thought it was really pretty. Apparently they liked our vanilla in Paris a lot better. I thought it was doing so well I'd launch another one, and it just did not sell. It'd be like it sometimes, as they say. So, but luckily we do donate our soaps and some lotions. There's a couple of organizations. There's a battered wound shelter that we support on a regular basis, and then there's a alcoholic men's rehabilitation center that we donate products to and time as well. And we just made our big donation for the year outside of December, and they were really happy. Still great soap, just didn't sell, and I can't take up storage space. Hold on a minute. To keep product that doesn't sell, so it's always better just to donate it. Yeah, I've got 5 loaves. That's half of our regular batch that we make. And I got the first half done, and then I had this idea. I hadn't made a soap cutting video in a while, and I've been getting some requests, so here we go. I got this one and another new one of ours, a Blue Dreams. That's also a spring launch item. It's been doing really well. I love the coloring in this. This is, and this one is some Moroccan red clay that I got that had this unusual reddish tint to it. When anyone knows that deals with the natural clays, you may get from the same supplier, from the same, you know, name that you've been getting this clay from, and sometimes it comes a different color. And this was just an unusual shade of red, and so after some experimentation, I found if I used a little titanium dioxide, I could turn it to this pink here, which I was really happy with. And that's what gives us the pink color in this soap. When you start dealing with natural colorants and start learning, there's so many things. Sometimes it's the infused oils with the different botanicals that give us the color. Sometimes it's a mixture of that using the clays and natural botanical powders. You just have to play around with it. I mean, there's a large learning curve that I found out was more intense than I was expecting it was going to be. You know, you watch a few YouTube videos and you're like, oh, that looks simple, and oh yeah, and I'll do exactly what they said. And no. Although there are some great, very intelligent resources, people out there that have put in the work. So luckily, we are able to piggyback off of them and their ideas to come up with stuff on our own. It's a great starting point. I'll leave some links down below. Just like the scent blends. I have a lot of scent blends that I've come up with, but the majority of them are, you know, bases with, I'm sure you're familiar with escalc.com. That's a great resource website to start with. Has a lot of recipes that you can play with and play on, add to. And then I love they have this little calculator that say you got lavender, geranium, velveteer. You can put those in and it'll give you scents scent blends recommendations, and you can just play around with them. Really great resource. I'll leave a link to that as well. As many of our followers know, across our other social medias, one minute, I am a paramedic by trade. Been doing that the better part of my life for, well, about 20 something years I've been in the EMS field, but I've been doing it as a job for about 14 years. And I have recently retired off the truck. I loved it and hated it. Anyone who has a job knows. but I truly did love my job. I worked specifically with advanced geriatrics and medically fragile pediatrics. But I'm at a point in my life that I'm looking forward to teaching people how to do that, and I think it's been a good decision. So now I'm finishing up my requirements to teach, and that's what I'll be doing part-time for the foreseeable future. Well, as well as doing this. It's another reason I tell people I love my single slicer, because you can have a bad day on a truck. Some stuff we see sometimes is hard. And I can come and cut a few batches of soap. Just kind of, ooh, that's pretty. Relax and de-stress from the day. We're on our last loaf now. Can you imagine why I called it blush? Look back to our soap. Yeah, after like about 48 hours, I think with this formula is 48 hours, we'll bevel it and stamp it, and then it sits up on the curing shelf. Everyone has, they'll tell you, oh, it's got to cure for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, I've heard. Personally, if you're curing your soap for 8 weeks, I would do water discount with your formula. But ours averages anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the formula. It's really just when it quits losing water weight. We weigh all the soaps, random samples every week. And when it quits losing water weight, the soap's ready. And then we put a sample up, and that's our test sample for ever week. I've got the first soap I ever made up in a shelf catalog somewhere. We do that with all our products, every batch. If there comes a problem with the batch, I can go back to the original and see it, and if there's a problem with it, hopefully we see it before our customers do. We got a couple of new products that are curing now. We got a new shampoo bar, actually in the blush scent, since it was so popular, and some new shavers. I made a shaving soap. Comes in a tin, use a brush, and then I've got the refills and pucks. And primarily I made it for men to shave their beards with. But we had so many women buying it, saying they loved it for their legs, that I made women shavers, so to speak. We don't like to, you know, categorize our products as men and women's for the most part. Our products are just, if you like them, use them how you want to. So we're excited to launch them. If you follow our social media, you know they're we've already been kind of, you know, advertising them there, but I'll do a video on how we make them once we launch them. And like I said, the Patreon is almost ready. Till I drink tequila. And you'll be able to soon get all of our recipes and all the help and video helps on how to do stuff from there as soon as it launches. So, but again, this is G from GKG Soap. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.